Grade 12 SE Physics, Chapter 9. Instruments and means of observation of the universe. Instruments and means of observation of the universe. Telescopes. Optical instruments used to observe far object by detecting visible light. It has magnifying power. Okay, it is an optical instrument used to observe far object by detecting visible light. It has magnifying power. There are two types of telescope. أنا اتنين telescope. Refracting telescope formed by a combination of lens. Okay, تشابك اللينس ببعض. The refracting telescope formed by a combination of mirror and lenses. The refracting telescope formed by a combination تشابك mirrors والlenses. Galileos Telescope. It is formed of two lenses. The Galileos Telescope is formed of two lenses. The first is converging with focal distance f of 10 to 20 centimeter. The first is converging with focal distance f of 10 to 20 centimeter. It's called objective because it is directed toward the observed object. Okay, its form of this object AB situated at infinity, an inverted image A prime B prime at the focal distance f from it. Okay, the second is diverging with focal distance تاني diverging مع focal distance f of 3 to 5 centimeter. It formed from A prime B prime an image. هلا هون الإيمج هي تاعت A prime B prime ما تاعت AB. Okay, this lens is called eyepiece because the eye should be placed close to it to observe the image A second B second. The Astronomical Telescope. It is composed essentially of an objective formed of a converging lens, an objective هو converging lens with a large focal distance. عندها large focal distance يعني أكبر من focal distance اللي كانت عندنا هون اللي هي 10 to 20 centimeter. هون أكبر. This lens formed from AB an image A prime B prime. في عندنا image للAB A prime B prime situated at a distance f from it. Okay, an eyepiece which is a converging lens with a focal distance of few centimeter. هون eyepiece هي كمان converging معنا بقى diverging lens with a focal distance of few centimeter. هون focal distance صارت few centimeter. It plays the role of a magnifying glass. It's formed from A prime B prime an inverted and virtual image A second B second. يعني هون image A second B second هي image لل A prime B prime inverted virtual. Newton's telescope is composed of an objective which is spherical concave. في objective which is spherical concave mirror M. يعني spherical concave mirror. Okay, الأول بقلبه mirror M spherical concave situated at the base of the telescope. موجودة at the base of telescope. Light passes through the open end of telescope and strikes the concave mirror. The light forms an image. Okay, light passes through the open end of telescope. تمرق بالopen end of telescope and strikes the concave mirror. تروح على concave mirror. The light formed an image. Light صار عنده image. A secondary flat mirror M, which reflects the reflected light into the eyepiece. Okay, secondary mirror takes the reflected light into the eyepiece. A converging lens L serving as an eyepiece. The converging lens L serving as an eyepiece. يعني تلعب دور eyepiece. The modern telescope. We have a modern telescope like the telescope of Mount Wilson in USA, the telescope of Mount Palomar in USA, the telescope of Zalonchuk in Russia, the telescope Keck in Hawaii, European Very Large Telescope. They are a modern telescope with computer and technology. The radio telescope. We have a telescope that's called the radio telescope. one of many antennas designed to capture radio waves emitted by the stars. They take radio waves emitted by the stars. Okay, they capture the radio waves emitted by the stars. They are a receiver. They are a receiver, analyzing and recording system. And the analyzing recording system. Okay, the spatial astronomy. An artificial satellite put in orbit around solar system and occupied with observation instruments. Okay, the spatial astronomy. بالأول عنا artificial satellite put in orbit around solar system. Okay, في عنا يعني بتنحط بالsolar system in orbit way around the solar system and occupied with observation instrument. A spatial probe, an artificial satellite, but not placed in a definite orbit. It didn't have a definite orbit. Okay, its mission is to fly over many bodies. الميشن تاعتها غير الميشن تاعت artificial satellite. هي صحيح artificial satellite بس شغلتها غير، الميشن تاعتها غير. It's to fly over many bodies. بتروح على كذا body، يعني على كذا جالاكسي أو كذا شو اسمه. Okay, and land in order to realize measure in place. وland in the body in order to realize measure in place. Okay. بالآخر عنا السبيس ستيشن. السبيس ستيشن هي محطة الفضاء اللي بتعرفوها الكل بتسمعوا عنها. Are platforms placed in orbit around Earth. Are platforms placed in orbit around Earth.